Welcome to the Ghostly Quarters podcast, where the line between the living and the dead fades into the darkness. So, turn off the light and join us on this episode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the Ghostly Quarters podcast. My name's John.
My name's Ricky.
And my name's Amy.
So our latest investigation was at the Priests Cottage in Leeds. Really weird place, isn't it?
The dark place, I thought.
Real dark place. Some of the stuff, it was a bit quiet at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very quiet start to the night. Especially I had a quiet night, as obviously the name John is not liked in that place. So yeah, I had a very, very quiet night in there.
Well, you heard some knocking while she nipped to the loo, didn't you? Which was weird because me and John was in the complete opposite room.
Oh, me, yes. Jesus. I literally went to the loo and I shouted. And I was like, John, Ricky, stop it, back it in. And they were like, we're not even anywhere near. And I was like, and literally it was 3 clear knocks on the door. Yeah,
me and Ricky was just in the nursery. We're just talking and looking at something at the other end of the room, and they've just heard you freaking out and shouting at us.
Yeah,
just something we haven't done.
I cleaned up as quick as I did.
Yeah, I think the term was, you two stop being dicks.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Yeah, because to be fair, and the boys will back me up on this, I generally have a thing for toilets. As in, they freak me out. Every time I go somewhere, I'm there going, look, I'm actually getting nervous about the next investigation because of what I know about the toilet. And I'm thinking, it's every time I go on an investigation, I can't go for a wee in peace. Something always happens. I literally, I'm there on the toilet with like my hands over my eyes, going, if I can't see her, it's not happening. But next time I think I'm going to take earplugs.
Could you imagine doing that and then and when you move to open your eyes, get a jackal from 13 ghosts in your face?
Oh no!
Did we?
I actually do it at home. I honestly do it at home.
Did we
debunk it freaks me out.
So did we debunk the scare you got when you was in the kitchen and there was the knock on the window and the figure stood in the window?
Yeah, we did, John, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it was pretty quick to debunk that.
Honestly, right, hand on heart. So what happened, guys, was generally when we were setting up, I made myself a nice cup of tea, got warmed up. It was a bit cold in the property. There was lovely things for us to have and help ourselves to. So I thought, right, I'll make a cup of tea. So I'm there drinking my tea, blah, blah, blah. John goes, oh, I'll go for a wee. So he went to the bathroom upstairs. Didn't think anything of it. And then all I heard was this knocking. Wow. I friggin' went berserk. Ricky's there laughing. I was like, oh, what are you laughing at? John's there also laughing. I thought, well, where were you? I didn't realise there was this like flipping glass window that you could see through, and he's there tapping away on the door, on the window frame. I was like, oh.
It's at the bottom of the stairs, the glass window, but it's kind of above head height in the kitchen. So yeah, when I knocked on it, made you jump. When you turn around, you just saw me staring through the glass.
Do you know what? I'm gonna honestly, every time you two make me jump, I'm gonna make you put a tenner in a jar.
Would be skinned because you don't mean to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Probably get actually blamed for most of it, and it's not actually you. But I like to think in my head that it is. It makes me sleep enough.
We had some.
I don't know why I do this. I don't know.
Didn't we? We got some knocking as well when we was in the living room area, didn't we? Before we went live, we had some knocking going on.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was a really weird night. It was quiet at first, and then it just went bang.
Yeah.
So we started off in the front room, didn't we?
Yeah, this reminds me a bit of how it did with Alfred Manor. Went quiet, and then it turned.
Yeah. It didn't turn horrible though, did it? It just turned more active.
I think it could. I think it can.
Yeah, I think the Priests Cottage has a very unnervy feeling to it.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel that at Alford Manor at all until Alford Manor took a turn towards the end of the night. But yeah, at the Priests Cottage, from walking in, I don't really like that place. I don't like it. I think it's an awesome place. But do you know, I just had that feeling. I don't like it in there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's not a place you want to be by yourself.
I'd love to go back, and I'd jump at the chance to go back, but I don't like it once I'm in there. So
another thing that made me laugh was we was in the kitchen, and I'm dyslexic, and I saw a big bag of crisps in a box. Oh, and I was like, oh, they've got us some crisps and stuff like that. And then Amy pointed out, but if you actually read the sign, it says food bank donations.
Food bank.
Yeah.
So you could dive in off yourself to the Monster Munch.
It was the Monster Munch that caught your eye.
Yeah, of course it was. Anything pickled onion, mate. I'm on it.
The Monster Munch is quite nice. To be fair, I'm like, it's either got to be pickled onion or the hot ones.
Yeah,
not really a fan of the beef
related.
ones. Yeah.
Anything snack related.
Chris.
I knew you were going to go
there. Say, Chris is another one with me where it's ready salted or salt and vinegar. That's it. Apart from that, I'm not touching it. Not for me.
Well, John, I think we need to have words. I think, you know, I'm finding out you've got a lot of issues. And I need to make sure you're okay. I think I'm going to risk assess you before going on these investigations to make sure there's nothing else that traumatises you.
To be fair, though, you nearly ended him.
I didn't know, did I?
Not just Demon House, but on the way to the Priests Cottage.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah, it was like a thumping in my head when I just looked down. It was like, oh.
So I'm there, guys, driving away. We've been picked Ricky up, going to pick John up, go to the Priest's Cottage, not realising I had a bit of tomato sauce on my foot
mat. Yeah.
At the back, so where my kids sit. And I was like, oh, you know, my car's been cleaned and all that, forgetting. So he actually told me that day and went, I didn't go for gold at the wash place. I went for silver, so they hadn't done your maths. But I didn't know there was tomato ketchup on my maths. So I was like, so I got to pick John up, and he went, for fuck's sake. I was like, what? And he said, tomato sauce, first thing. So it wasn't even a high, it was the tomato sauce, and he bought out. There's a tomato. I said, oh, Jesus Christ, sorry.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, my car now comes with warning signs.
Just put Heinz 57 on the outside and you'll be
I think so. Oh my God. What about if I get you a card and it's got Heinz ketchup on it, a picture of it? What are you like with that?
Oh, that'll be fine. There's nothing. I think it's got to be physically ketchup there.
What about tomato ketchup sachets?
No, don't want nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that.
So if you ever want to terrorise John,
yeah. Just send him a shitload of ketchup.
Booker's is his nightmare. How did this go on talking about John's fears?
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
as always.
Front room, the Priests Cottage was really quiet at first, wasn't it? I mean, we did debunk quite a little bit some of the stuff that we got in there, such as that business card moving on its own. Do you remember the one that was holding by the skull?
Yes. How did we debunk that? I forgot.
It was John walking past, and the table rocked.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the floorboards, wasn't it? It moved the floor, which moved the chair. Yeah.
It's a really old building. To be fair, it's going to be rickety, if you like. That choice of a better word is. But the other stuff, some of the bricks falling over. It took all three of us to jump at the top of the stairs where we were to get them to fall over.
Yeah, and we was in the doorway of the priest's bedroom when that went when they went over as well, wasn't we? There was
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah. So just to explain about that a little bit, because obviously viewers that are listening in, they're thinking bricks, what kind of bricks? Do you know the little toy wooden bricks that you get that your kids will stack up at like a young age, like preschool age? They were them, and we got told that the children, the child spirits within the property like to play with these bricks. So we stacked them up, one set in the room and one set in the hallway. And yeah, we did. We got them to topple over the ones in the hallway, which was quite fascinating. It was quite good.
Because they're authentic Victorian playing bricks as well, aren't they?
Made out of actual brick.
Yeah. They're heavy. They are heavy.
Takes some knocking over, to be fair.
And so obviously we've gone past them a few times all the way throughout the evening. Obviously, guys, you can go back and see the investigation on our subs page on Facebook, and you can see we've gone past these bricks all evening while we were upstairs, and they didn't move. So we knew it wasn't us that caused them to topple over. But obviously from the living area, we did go up. We went straight to the nursery, didn't we? And started trying to get some communication in the nursery, knowing there's a lot of child spirits within the property, as stated previously. But we did find out this was before we knew what we knew. So John tried because he's got quite a nice calm. And to be fair, you communicate really well with the children's spirits normally.
When we do come across child spirits, it does seem to be me that gets really good results with communicating.
Yeah.
But it was just that I couldn't get anything.
Just wasn't happening, was it?
No.
We weren't able to budge. We didn't know why, because we've gone in Priests Cottage, and we will be totally honest with you, we went in absolutely blind. This is probably the first time where we have known nothing, and I mean nothing about the place, nothing about the spirits that are supposedly be in the property, anything like that. So we've gone in absolutely blind. So with that, we knew, we actually took a break and we said we need to change this because we're not getting anything. We're not figuring out who's trying to come through, why they're not coming through. So we changed it around and thought, right, well, we'll go back and we'll try a different approach, whether it was me or Ricky that tried to speak, and see if they communicated then. We still weren't really getting much. So we moved on to the bedroom, the priest bedroom, didn't we? And I said, right, let's try the essays method. So John was happy to try that. Still, you didn't get anything.
Nothing
you
at
weren't
all.
getting anything from the essays method. Then we said, right, Ricky, you try the essays method. I don't like the essays method, guys. And like you will know, you'll never see me do it. I don't like doing it just for my own personal weird reasons. I don't like it. But the guys are happy to try it. So Ricky did it. We got a good few things out. I think we got we got confirmation of John, the name John, so not our John. There was a spiritual resident within that property called John. Then it started getting a little bit, I can't remember on top of my head of the questions that we were asking you. But you were responding. So then after that, we said, right, let's try splitting up a little bit. So John went into the nursery again.
Yeah.
Then me and Ricky stayed in the priest room and thought we'll ask questions and see if anything happens. See if anything happened more in the hallway, not within the actual rooms that we were in, but more the hallway. Because we were getting some things. And anyway, then we found out that this resident John actually stops the child spirits from coming through. And that is because sadly he was abusive towards the children and unalived the children within that property. He was a teacher. So this is why we have figured out this is the reason why they're not speaking to our John.
Yeah.
So we kind of linked it then. We started linking a bit of a story and a bit of a background, but this was all from the information we were getting from the REM pod responses, from the Estes method, from the spirit box.
We didn't get anything through the REM pods till late
later
on in the evening.
Yeah, and then we got confirmation, didn't we, of kind of, and that's what I mean, is that was the very start of the storyline, if you like, of us actually investigating that property, of going, right, we've now got something to go along with. As in, who is this John? How, was this true? Was that true? So he started asking questions around that, and he started getting a little bit more active with what we had, and a few more sounds were happening and stuff like that. And then after that, we then went down to the basement. Oh, well, I didn't like it.
I don't think any of us did.
No.
Sorry? You weren't on a bed. You weren't hovered by, and that is literally what it felt like. Is that I was late. So, guys.
I did lay on the bed. What
was it? A cooling bed?
It's what they used to lay the bodies out on for like family viewing.
So I laid on that. Stupidly.
Ricky did as well. Not a fucking chance I was getting on that, but Ricky laid on it as well.
yeah, but I think because Ricky, you did go first. I will say that. Ricky went first, and then the girls from FX who was watching the live, because they were confirming information for us, to make sure that we were going on the right lines and stuff like that. And they said, take Ricky off and put Amy on there. And so I did, and that is probably the only REM pod activity we got for the whole evening, and wow, it was insane.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the questions we was getting. Well, FX also recommended that you go down there on your own, but you wasn't keen.
Not a chance. Not a chance, thank you.
We'll even go upstairs at East Drive.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get me down in the basement, are you? If I can't get up some stairs, I ain't going in the basement.
Yeah, I've had a bad experience in the basement on my own before. I get it. I won't be going down there.
I think, honestly, you don't realise how many fears you've got until you've actually done these. Like, come on. Like, really?
I don't think I've been that bad, to be fair.
No, I think I'm getting worse, and I don't know why.
I don't know. I've not gone and said I'm 100% not doing that. Not a chance.
I have. And do you know what? You know me. I go into these investigations very open, very like we'll get what we'll get. We'll go with the flow. Blah blah blah. We don't expect anything. Well, I don't. And I like, as you're aware, I like to go with what the facts and the information that we get, and seeing if that is true and all of that. That's what excites me about an investigation. The whole scary jumpy thing. Right, okay, Alford Manor. Go back to Alford Manor with the EVPs. No, thank you. That was horrible. The same, and I had the same feeling in the flipping basement at Priests Cottage.
We got some good EVPs at the Priests Cottage.
We did. We got some very good EVPs.
I get really creepy men. That's like, hey, me. That's what it is. No, thank you.
What I don't understand is why do we not get like voices like ours? And it's always creepy. Hey, me.
No. This is all I get every investigation. And I think that is what's putting panic inside me, honestly. It makes my heart go already. Alford Manor was amazing, though, by the way. EVPs were, I think, are the hottest, best EVPs we have ever caught actually for the whole 2-3 years we've been going.
I forgot all about this till now as well. I'm intrigued to watch Priests Cottage back, because one of the parents from ice hockey said to me that they watched it, but they turned it off because it freaked them out because they saw the rocking horse move on our live.
No.
Yeah.
That's giving goosebumps. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You know what, guys? This is
uh,
what we are awful with. We do not watch our own stuff back. We never do.
it was Hannah's dad that told me that the other day.
And he's a bit of a skeptic as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he said he turned it off because it freaked him out. He said the rocking horse moved when he was watching it on the live.
I didn't know that, because if I'd have known that,
No.
there's no chance I'd gone near that.
Well, to be honest, I can't believe I forgot all about that till just now, because that's pretty that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's not for rocking horses. I don't like rocking horses anyway.
Yeah.
It's like having a rocking chair, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a rocking chair going on your own, and I don't know about you guys, but as soon as I feel like if I see a rocking chair and it's moving, all I feel is like an old woman in there, and it's like witchy kind. It's not anything good. Yeah.
You get some of these. You get some of these people or these teams where they don't get the rocking chair before it starts to rock. They only record it after it started rocking. You know what I mean? So who's to say they haven't gone bosh? Oh my God, it's rocking! You know what I mean?
It's hard because then at the same time, people could say that about ourselves. If anything falls over, you don't know that's going to. To be fair, it's more realistic, isn't it, that you haven't recorded it because you don't know it's going to happen.
Well, we had at the weird shop, we had that amazing stone got thrown down the stairs.
Yeah.
But we missed it. We missed it with the camera.
We've missed a couple of things with the camera because we've gone, God's sake, do it again, and it won't happen again. It never happens again. Does it that once, and then you've missed it, and you can't get it back. But like I says, I know you can get these debunkers out there and stuff, and well, you can crack on. But at the same time, you can only do what you can do when you're on an investigation and when you're live on an investigation, if I'm honest.
I know we've spoke about it a lot recently, pictures, but I feel like I got 3 pretty good pictures from.
They're bangers. They're not even incredible.
Have I not seen these?
Yeah, I sent them on the group, sent them to you and FX. And they was that good, nobody replied. Sound.
That's a fair point, actually. Yeah, they didn't reply.
No, actually, was this straight after? So you got in and I was driving for another 45 minutes. Yeah. So this is why I forgot, because I did see it, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning by the time I got home.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, you dropped me off at 4:20, and you still have a good 45 minutes.
5:15. Yeah, because I got to Ricky's about 5 o'clock, and it takes me another 10 minutes to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was up for work at 6:30. That was a fun day.
It was an ice hockey day as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and you came and you was like,
I had a day at work. Then I had to go coaching when I got home from work. Yeah, fun day.
So guys, out of the whole of the Priests Cottage investigation, what was your best bit?
REM
pod. For me, if the feeling I got whilst I was laid on that bed, with the door open.
Yes, because you wanted it shut, didn't you? Yeah, you did have it open. Yeah.
I had this weird feeling something was going to run at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that, so I shut the door. But my favourite bit of it was probably the bricks going over.
Okay. John?
The REM pods, just the communication with the REM pods always fascinates me. I think it's something we do really well. I think we get some great results. And
I think it ended up to be a really, really good. It started off very quiet, very slow, but it ended up to be really, really, really good. I think my favorite, my highlights of the night would be the bricks, Ricky, and I'll explain why this is all relevant to the bricks. The Ricky Holden reading out a script from the Bible, really randomly, and I'll come on to that in a minute. Myself picking up on a name called Charlie at the end, and is generally getting a snippet of a story that happened there.
Which we didn't know about.
Which we had no idea. So the fact is that we've managed to get a snippet of a story, and background. Charlie was relevant. John was relevant. Charlie, we still don't know.
We don't know why,
who that is. It was generally at the end, and like I said, if you go back and watch right at the end when we're summarising, just saying bye to everyone, I was like, oh my God, I've been given a name, and I keep getting Charlie. And FX Paranormal came in to the chat and was there like, oh my Lord, like you just said a name that's relevant, and that is how it's said. I wasn't aware of that. So I think things like that are starting to fascinate me and delve into a little bit more when we're doing these investigations.
Massive thank you to FX, by the way, for letting us borrow the Estes method as well from them.
Yes,
Kit. So yeah, appreciate that. That was really nice of them. Also, FX Paranormal, dark individuals.
Very dark.
They are messed up.
I was going to say this isn't one of my favourite bits because I don't really like it. But again, I was hearing the answers for what we was picking up on the EVPs, and I was telling you before we played the EVPs about what was getting said on there, and I'm not liking that.
I think, if I'm honest, John, well, briefly before we stop this episode, I think because we delve into what I hear or get told, and you're delving into some stuff yourself, is briefly explain what you have been experiencing, how long for, and like kind of what happens. I think that because it might make sense to the viewers on what we're dealing with. And please, everyone who's listening to this, we do not put ourselves out there to be psychic mediums, nothing along them lines. In all fairness, if you've got an answer, please tell us what it is, because
I'd love to know what it is.
We don't know.
Weird.
So yeah,
weird.
John, you go and explain what yours is, and I'll explain what mine is.
So, well, I would say for a long time, the early days of me being with Ghostly Quarters, there was times I'd like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And I've always heard, I always hear stuff that nobody else seems to, but it's only really Alford Manor was where it really stood out. I mean, I had it at East Drive when I was before East Drive as well. I've been saying, can nobody hear this talking? Like, I cannot make out what is being said here, but can you not hear somebody talking?
In all fairness, during the investigations, we've just shrugged it off until I think I probably noticed it with you in East Drive, at 30 East Drive, where you really got quite. It wasn't frustration, it was more you were very adamant that you are hearing this, and that's why we changed seats. And I was there like, no.
Yeah. and then we watched it back.
We
watched it back on video, and I'm like, I can still hear it on the video. And I was like, no.
I can't even hear it on there.
No, I can't.
Alford Manor, I think that's when it really started to stand out, because we was doing the EVP, and then we'd stop the recording, and I was saying, it says yes. After you asked this question, it says yes. And it was like, we asked a name, and we finished, and I was like, it says Amy. And then we played it back, and that's what we was getting on exactly what I said when it was going to be said was on the EVPs. And when we're recording them, I just hear it being said. And it's like, yeah, I don't know why.
The thing is that I'm quite a visual person, so I look at a lot of things. So, for example, when we're doing an EVP, I do look at yourself and Ricky when this is happening. I think it's more, I know that it doesn't happen, but it's more for the own peace of mind to say, none of us are talking, none of us are doing anything. We all are actually in a close environment anyway, quite close to each other when an EVP is being done. So you would hear that I've said, or Ricky have said, or John has said something. And this is what fascinates me, because weirdly, I've started to see Ricky will ask the questions and he'll hold it out, and even to the point where I've gone, put it on the table, do this. No one can say you've interfered with it.
No.
And then John will look at us and we know when he's heard something now, because he'll smile and he'll go.
Yeah.
And usually,
I'll
this
just
is all
point
we see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're going, so I'm there going, I'm waiting to hear about this EVP, and I'm there like, no. So yeah, it's now starting to become very apparent, shall we say, when it comes to me and Ricky listening it back and going, yeah, you're right, John.
But I think that's why you
being
get like because I'm just like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, do you know what I think we should do? Next time we're on our investigation, is we will put the live a bit further out so they can see all of us.
Yeah, see all of us. Yeah.
See all of us, and then obviously they can see your reaction, and they'll know what we're on about.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
sporadically.
one of our best EVPs that we got, in my opinion, was when we was at Peterborough Museum. We was in that operating theatre, the old operating theatre, and we put the EVP machine on there, and we didn't say anything. We just let it go for about a minute, and then we played it, and then clear as a bell, it said John.
Yeah.
Right. So do you know which one mine is? Is Germany Alford Manor. Up in that nursery to schooling bit.
Well, that was what I said to you. I said, it says Amy. And you listened to it back, and you went, it doesn't say Amy. I'm telling you now, it says Amy, and it did. That was it.
They are as much. I think that is just as good as what yours was, Ricky. That you're saying, because I think for a long time we haven't had response after response after response, and I think that's what made it stand out for me. Is that, and it gives me goosebumps. Honestly, I got goosebumps now because I think. It absolutely gobsmacked me. I had no words. To be fair, I didn't want to be in there. I was ready to go.
Yeah, it was horrible in that. That was a nursery, wasn't it? Over man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was horrible. Yeah.
I don't know why they put that mannequin in there, because I forgot that was in there, and I genuinely shit myself when I saw it.
Oh yeah, no, it's always been in there.
Yeah, well, I didn't remember. And when that made that bell go off with a marble, it scared the shit out of me.
I did that at the Priests Cottage, didn't I? Walked past the marble.
Yeah, that was just. Yeah. Mate, I hate that kit. It's good because it's sensitive, but I hate it.
Honestly, guys, you should see these two. They're like literally, I don't know, their karate moves and everything come out. And I'm thinking, I don't know what you're fighting, but you ain't fighting anything right now.
I went to drop kick something. My leg has never been that high before. Something got sweet chin music, mate.
So John is experiencing
auditory phenomena.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. Well, I don't know. To be fair, mine's the same, but not. So mine is
psychosis.
100%. I think I would disagree on that. Yeah. I think I'll go mad. No.
Explains a lot.
Mine's coming out really randomly, a lot more through investigations, and there's been a couple of times outside of investigations when I speak to people, etc., that I'm able to explain. And so, for example, this all started actually conversation with yourself, Ricky, in the car, and I started getting things through, and you were saying, "Oh my Lord," I forgot what it was now because you get so in sync with it, but it was someone that you used. It was either you or Joe.
Yes. No, it was me.
Looked after. And I was able to explain this lady to a T, and I have never met her, not knowing that she's obviously passed away, which obviously Ricky confirmed that she passed away. But I was able to give a name, a description of what she did, what she looked like, and how she was as a person, and that she just wanted just to say hello and a thank you. That's where it started. Since then, I've been able to go into investigations a bit like, so for example, this last one, able to get the name Charlie and say the name. So I will say it how it comes to me. So Charlie wasn't just given to me as my name's Charlie. It was Charlie, Charlie, and they'll keep repeating it until I've said it. And then as soon as I've said it, it stops. So that's kind of my experience. And I've been obviously through the investigations as well. You'll be able to see that I have drew a couple of people, not very good, but just bear in mind, but managed to draw. The one that stood out for me was a little girl, and this was at Stoke Museum. And
no, you didn't draw that one. It was a black dog.
Was it the black dog when you drew?
No, I drew one at Stoke Museum, and he came back to me and said, no one has seen this girl. I know exactly who that is.
I thought that was the black dog.
You drew one of the black dog as well, yeah.
And yeah, there's a black dog.
I do remember,
one
yeah,
at Stoke.
because Craig was amazed at Stoke Museum with what you came out with it.
Yeah,
I do recall that.
I came out with a name and a drawing, and I said because but the drawings were very similar, not the same, but similar, as a girl with a teddy bear, etc. And he says, he goes, no one. He goes, as you can see throughout the museum, you can't see this painting, this drawing itself of this girl, and that girl is exactly who you drew. But she resides in that in there. So yeah, there's things like that happen to me. Again, it's not all the time. To be fair, I don't think I'm fully aware on how to tune in, still learning. But yeah, guys, if you know what that is, let me know, because me and John feel like we're going absolutely bonkers on these investigations, and Ricky's just there nodding and agreeing and going, yeah.
I'm all for it.
I don't think I want to tune into it because I don't really like things I can't see talking and being able to hear it.
Yeah, but actually, John, you get so into it. Yeah. You get so into it when it's happening in an investigation. I think what you're worried about is a little bit like me. What happens when it's outside an investigation? Then what do I do?
Yeah.
See, what makes me laugh about, especially you, Amy, is me and John will say we communicate with something that we think might be potentially quite dark, and we're getting a story, and then you'll just pipe up with, "Oh, there's a little girl here, Sarah."
Because if I don't say it, I know.
It's just completely random.
You. Yeah, it's very. To be fair, I don't mean to do that, so apologies in advance. But when it happens, like I says, I've got to say it, because if I've not said it, I can't concentrate on the rest of what we're getting, because they are literally in my ear all the time, just saying Sarah, little girl, and they'll start describing themselves. I can't see him. It's like the little girl Sarah, blonde hair, blue eyes, white dress, Victorian, and it will start coming out with just random information, and I'm just reeling it off. And then what we have been doing is, when I get that, is by using the REM pod or anything to clarify it's relevant in any way. 9 times out of 10 it has been, which is the weird bit.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know what I have. I'll just show up.
No, I think you are
mental.
Yeah, 100%. I think we all are, but in our own wonderful weird ways.
Well, we go to scary places and try and find dead things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's not mental about that? Me personally, Ricky, I think you are very sensitive. You're open when you want to be open, but you lack confidence in what you do or see or whatever. So it can become a little bit, what's going on?
Never used to be, though. It was weird.
No, you've become less confident the more investigations we've gone on.
Do you think you hold back on some stuff, Ricky?
Say again?
Do you think you hold back on some stuff?
I don't know. I think because before, when I was used to in tune with stuff used to stop. You know what I mean? Like, things would stop coming through.
Before yourself came and joined GQ, John, I actually used to tell Ricky off because it used to drive me insane because he used to do something, and to be fair, it wasn't actually intentional. See, where we were thinking it was intentional because we were there going, pack it in, because you're blocking everything. Whatever you're doing, you're blocking everything coming through.
Sorry, what was that?
What?
Something black just went up your screen.
Mine?
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
It literally went in front of you and like
No. Come on, guys. I don't know. I didn't see it.
This is a future episode.
that. Your house is an episode of itself.
It is. To be fair, we do need to do my house, but it's not being recorded.
No. We'll talk. We'll get that. We'll sort that out. And we'll talk about it.
I need to sort my own house out before I start sorting anyone else's places out. Anyway, if you've got a property and you need anyone to investigate, let us know. You know,
Yeah.
Catch in there. Anyway, what was I saying?
So it was about me blocking stuff.
Yeah. So before, yeah, because it was me and Michael. We used to get really annoyed with Ricky and be like, because you used to get stuff come through and then it just stops, automatically stops. And I said, "What have you done?" And he says, "I don't know." He goes, "I've just told him just to back off a little bit." And I was there like, "Why?" And I used to get really annoyed because I'm there going, "I'm here to investigate. I want to know the story. I don't care if it's dark or not, whatever." And this is where me and Ricky kind of came to we agreed to disagree around about demonic and the dark entities and stuff like that, because I don't fully believe in that area where Ricky can. So he used to block it. And I was there like, can we not? Can we stop doing that? And then I think after a few, I think you learn how to not do it. And the only way that you can't do it is if you don't fully open.
Yeah.
So now we're in a bit of a pickle of going, well, he's not fully open. So he's not getting as much until he goes under the essays method.
Mm.
So I don't know how to go around that, because I think it's something that we need to probably learn together. And I think it's about us fully understanding how far all of us can go. Do you know what I mean? As in Ricky, because it started to become Ricky was trying to save us, kind of, and protect us when we didn't need
someone got scratched. I can't remember who it was.
I've only been scratched once, and so has Joe.
Someone that someone that came with. I think it started properly when we went to Ripon Prison, and when I stopped doing it, that woman felt like she was being attacked.
Yeah, but that wasn't on you. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I think this is where we were starting to have the conversation of going, but that's not down on you. That's about her and her own protection. You know, she's doing these kind of things, and everyone's doing. It all comes with risk. We all know it comes with a risk of potentially harm or whatever. But that's how well you know yourself and your boundaries, and that's for all of us, and how far we would go as a team. I think we are quite comfortable now to go, Amy doesn't like that, or Ricky doesn't like that, John's feeling uncomfortable. We're quite honest and open about each other, and then we would generally stop as a team, not as an individual.
See, I feel more uncomfortable if there's open space behind me. If I've got my back to a wall, I'm fine. But if there's open space behind me and I feel like something could creep up behind me,
yeah, but I don't like that.
That freaks me out. I could go in a dark room with my back to a wall, it wouldn't bother me. But if I was stood in the middle of the room, it'd freak me out.
Yeah, I kept getting a bad feeling with the open door at Priests Cottage when I was laid on the bed and you two went downstairs. But I don't know whether that was me just unnerving myself. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't quite as bad as you, Ricky, when you wanted that door closed. But
yeah, I shut that fucking door.
The only feeling I was getting was there was something in that door.
It's funny to say that.
Or the hallway itself, it wasn't very nice.
I saw what looked like a man that was hunched over in that doorway, and I think that's what creeped me out most.
Yeah.
And I know it's meant to be a religious place, but it's one of them where you think there's only meant to be 3 of us in here.
See, this is why I'm quite glad. I'm quite glad with the messages and not the visuals. I don't want to see.
See, I see more than what I like hear or anything like that.
Yeah, no, thank you. So, guys,
So I think what I'm going to do in future, everything that I see, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I think so. I think that would be really good, and if we document it, so obviously we've now started, guys, documenting for our own sake on what happens on an investigation very briefly, because if we go back there, we want to see if it happens again, or if we get the same, whatever, or something different and correlate it together, combine it, or but yeah. If you're interested, obviously, like I said, Alford Manor and Priests Cottage are uploaded on our subs page on Facebook. You'll find it just under Ghostly Quarters. Obviously, if you're enjoying the episodes, continue to listen. You can find previous episodes on Spotify and our YouTube channel. And yeah, we're going live every month on our subs page as well. And we do some freebie stuff on TikTok as well, and live catch-ups. So,
are we announcing our next one now?
Let's do a live catch up next Wednesday and announce it on the live next Wednesday.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout. It's a big one.
I'm absolutely cracking myself, not gonna lie.
I'll be honest. Yeah. Now I've told you that I'm going to tell you what I see, I'm now shitting myself.
Yeah. Mine's a toilet. Honest to God, I don't care. Mine's a toilet because it's private, isn't it? It's somewhere you go and
private.
Yeah, not in there.
Private. The ancient Ram Inn.
No, I had a full door swung open. Don't care who was watching. Not bothered.
That was me and Michael, wasn't it?
My dignity went well out the window, and I'm happy to put my hands up.
Dignity.
All right. Anyway, on that note, guys, thanks for listening.
So what we'll say is, shall we say the date when we're out? So when this podcast goes, so yeah, we are out on the 12th of April, which will be live for Facebook subs. But tune in on Wednesday next week, and we will reveal the location where we're going. But it will be good.
It's a big one, and I cannot wait.
It's a big one, and it's a new location. Yeah. And I think all 3 of us, if I can speak on behalf of all 3 of us, that we are quite nervous about this one.
And that's funny, but I'd say we are shitting ourselves.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know what to expect. I'm excited.
I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that what you're putting that feeling down to? Because I'll be honest, it's like excitement, nerves, I want to be sick, and I'm worried about not going for like. And this is all just because I can't go to the toilet for a week.
We'll take a commode with us. I've got loads.
I think so. Book it outside will do.
Yeah. Future investigations, we'll get like a porta cabin and put in the car park or something.
Please do. But it can't be on the property. I'm really
the ratchet strap it to the roof of the car.
I'll knock on a neighbour and just
if we
look,
ever go
can I
back
borrow
to the
your
ancient
toilet?
rabbit, we'll get a porta cabin put in the barn, if that'll be all right for you.
Excuse me, can we use your toilet, please? I'm scared someone's going to grab me in that one.
It is toilets. Every pub we've gone in, everywhere we've gone, the toilets are horrid. Horrid.
The weirdest one was the ancient Ram Inn. That was so weird. And which may I add, thank you, because I went to the loo and you all pissed off out of the building.
Because you're not scared of the toilet. I am.
Not so much the toilet. I've got to walk through the top floor, down the stairs, through the bar area.
Do you know what I've just thought? We need to make one of them TikTok clipping posty things, like with one on the toilet going.
I'm going to do that. I'll do it at ChatGPT.
Sticker. Is it a sticker thing? I
you on the toilet, shit yourself with a torch.
Yeah. I think that'd be great.
Shall we wrap this one up, this episode? And,
Yeah, because we'll just continue. This is our normal conversation, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we'll
thanks
carry
so
on
much for
talking about
listening.
this for the next half an hour, but just I don't think you folk need to listen to this. So yeah.
You do let us know, and we'll just have a random conversation on the next episode.
Yes.
We'll do like an exclusive chat shit.
Yeah.
Chat shit episode.
But yeah, Priests Cottage, absolutely amazing. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. We will be releasing an episode every 2 weeks, so get your questions into us and your stories of the paranormal. See you on the next one.